still playing with that motherfucker.
But a lot of people do stuff for likes.
She ain't doing nothing for likes. She doing it because she like it. That's the difference.
I do like it.
She single.
She probably not.
Bro. That's
She probably not.
Hey, when I see that shit, I say,
no. Hey, nah, get him out of here, bro.
Man,
get this dude out of here, bro. We ain't even started, bro.
Somebody for everybody, bro. I was confused. What can you say? I was slightly confused.
Here's the thing. It's just us.
Did you figure out what episode it is, bro?
69.
69. It would be 69 with this
69,
freaky ass nigga on here, dog.
Hey.
Oh, man. Just Us Pod, episode 69. I am Fabian, my co-host.
Yeah.
We do have some special guests for y'all. To the right of me.
My name Corey.
What's going on, Miss Corey? Yeah, Miss Corey. I said that.
Yeah, I was finna check that. That's what I look like.
And to the right of him.
Kendra London.
Nice to meet you, Miss Kendra London. Welcome to the Just Us Podcast. I want to start by introducing y'all, and a little bit about what y'all are sitting on the couch today for and what y'all are into and what y'all do. It doesn't matter who starts first.
Ladies first.
Really? Okay, my name is Kendra London, so I'm an activist, a consultant, and a founder of a nonprofit in Fifth Ward, born and raised in Fifth Ward. And the nonprofit is called Our African Family. So I give a voice and a platform to the voices of the unheard. So we should have a seat at the political tables. We don't, and politics run your community. So I advocate for the unheard voices of the community.
Love that.
My name is Corey. I am the founder of Hope for Houston. I'm from Fifth Ward as well. This is actually my cousin. I do a lot of good in the community. Like she say, man, we do a lot of things for the people who don't have no voice. Coming from the place that we come from, we know what it's like to be on that other side of things. So,
100%.
Just to be able to get out and make something of yourself, but don't forget where you come from and go back and try to fix those issues, man. It's a great feeling.
And kudos to y'all, man. We don't get a lot of people, in the community that give their time, give their resources, and just have the heart to give back anyway. You know what I mean? So what made either of you? Again, it doesn't matter who go first. What made this such a big part of what you would want to do? Was it an event? Was it something that happened in your life? Was it, or was it just something that just came to you?
It's a trauma response. Okay. So I was born in chaos, in a chaotic environment, and with my mama being addicted to drugs, it was me navigating through all that by myself. So I was raised by my grandmother, but she at work. I'm basically raising myself. So me navigating through the neighborhood, just walking home from school was hell. So navigating through hardships alone, it put me into a place of making sure that I wasn't going to become a statistic. Mm-hmm. So I did have a kid at 16, but me having my son made me it made me amazing. Yeah. To be honest, if I wouldn't have had my son, I wouldn't be me. Like I'd probably be somewhere else doing something else. Shit. So I'm supposed to be dead, but I'm glad I'm not. But I got away with I did a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to do. And I swore the last time I did something that I wasn't gonna do, I was gonna do what I'm compelled to do. So I feel compelled to speak and to put a voice for the young ladies who are pregnant teens, for the grannies' babies, the ones that's raised by their grandmother, for those, like, everybody didn't understand how the crack era really attacked our community. Mm. So that era alone destroyed a lot of homes and hit a lot of homes. And instead of resenting my mother, I understood her story. And now that I understand her as a woman, you got to Like, I respect her. I respect her, and I understand they didn't know what that was going to do to them at that time. So you can't really play them to the left because they didn't know. So, like, it's a lot of things that we grew up being ashamed of that I wanted to put a voice to let people know it's not just you, and that is not your outcome. You can do whatever you want to do or be whoever you want to be. It's three parts to you. So it's you 1/3 of your mother, 1/3 of your father, and then you have your individual self. So my goal is to push people to show who they truly are, their individual selves.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing. That's great. And I'm gonna get back to that because it's something you said that I really want to talk about. What about you, Corey? What got you into the community and being the activist that you are? Because I've known you for a while now. You know, people may see you online and see you joking and laughing, and that is a part of you.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Man.
don't even know his real name.
Nah, most people probably look. We saying Corey, they're gonna be like Corey. That's Muhammad.
Muhammad, bro. I mean, that's my name too, though.
Yeah, okay. But what got you out into the streets and giving back? Because early on, you know, you were trying to get me a part of some of these community events that you do.
Yeah,
You know, I can remember. It's been a while. I don't know exactly how
the
long.
conversation that kicked it off again for me. Actually, we was all in the group chat talking. Them niggas gaslighted me, man. Can I say that? Can I say that? All right. I can cuss.
It's overflowing.
But now, like I say, man, just growing, growing up fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not having certain shit, bro, or you know, doing certain things in life. Thank God that like I'm not dead or in jail. Like I said, I've done some shit, bro. But like I said, thank God, man. You know, he's always looked after me, man. Made sure, you know, I'm able to walk the correct path. But like I say, man, just being on the other side and seeing how bad things are, you know, and you get out of it, and you be like, all right, well, I got a chance to, you know, let me make sure that, you know, let me try to save somebody else if I can.
And that's supposed to be your outlook, man. And kudos to both of y'all for, you know, being these activists and being these voices to people that might not have a voice. Kendra, you mentioned being a granny's baby. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people today, you know, you see these posts or you'll see somebody online and say, man, these grannies don't give a damn about their kids. Hey, it's their turn not to give a damn, because from our era, what they don't know, even me, I moved with my father, but more so, my grandmother did everything for us. We laid in my daddy's house, but my grandma took us to school. My grandma picked us up from school. My grandma took us to practices. My grandma took us to the games. Or my grandma took us school shopping. All of this, even though I stayed in my father's house, so I really resonated with when you said that.
When you talk to people that are granny's babies, it's a level of trauma of being a granny's baby, and people don't address that either. So, like, by being a granny's baby, I'm a granny's baby, but that shit sound like it's all nurturing, but it's not. My grandmother wasn't a hugger and a lover and a bake a cake type granny.
And I don't mean to cut you off. They don't understand. They don't know. Granny ain't want to do that
she
shit.
Didn't want to do it.
She gonna raise you how she raised her kids.
And she ain't want to do that shit.
She was forced to do it because back then that was culture, and the culture mattered back then, where nobody else is gonna raise her family or her bloodline. So she gonna take you in because of the love she have for her kid. So she's gonna take care of her kids' responsibility. So, like, my grandmother wasn't a nurturing grandmother, but she was very dependable, reliable. She was responsible. So for that, like, she priceless to me. So now she my daughter. So whatever she need, I don't care where I'm at. Like, the world stop, I'm going to whatever she need. I'ma do it. But even with you, when you say granny's babies, that's a representation of that crack era. Because 7 times out of 10, your granny only took you in because your mama or your daddy couldn't do it. And my mama so spoiled, she was in the house with my granny, watching my granny raise us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is where, and we've talked about this in the past, right, where a lot of people don't realize that you're being raised by your grandparents and you're skipping a whole generation, right? So imagine with us, right? Let's just say I wasn't raising my kids. My kids will be raised by my mom or my father, and, like, you don't really learn the internet era. You don't learn all this other stuff, right? So it's like, to think of it like that, and think that, okay, these kids are going to have to grow up and figure it out on their own. Well, that's kind of how a lot of us were forced to do so, right? Where, like, I tell this story all the time. My mom worked 3 jobs. My grandma stayed 4 houses down the street from us. She would walk over there after school, make sure we was good, walk back home, and my mom would come home whenever, and, like, that was just the routine. To me, it was like, all right, cool, yeah.
It feels normal while you're going through it, but it's actually not normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
like-
But it is normal. It's your normal.
It's our
No,
normal.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's
For sure.
our
So
normalcy.
society will make you feel like y'all pro and y'all you poor and you fucked up because you would stand in the house with your auntie, your uncle, and all that.
Yeah, no,
but
no.
in reality, you really rich because they giving you game on levels that the street gonna give it to you, but they gonna charge you for it. They gonna give it to you for free. Now the
Facts.
delivery probably be hell because my uncles delivered messages to me and they was straight disrespectful.
Nah, come on. Yeah.
So the men they was trying to protect me because they know how men think when they see young girls, but the delivery was horrible, but the message was real. So you really sitting amongst a lot of gems being raised in a house packed full of people.
Yeah.
But then they want you to strive and surpass them. So you get out there and you trying to get it how you live and get it on your own. So you can have a house, you can have a car, you can have this. But that individualism is going to turn into depression because you used to being around a lot of people. So when you destroy that safety net by trying to be independent, you lose. So like right now, I got 3 great nieces. I got 2 great nieces and a nephew that is in my house because nobody else gonna raise my bloodline. And everybody telling me you too young to be doing. I'm not too young to be doing shit. If you got it and you can do it, do it. So I'm figuring it out and I'm navigating through something else that I don't.
Facts.
See, that's a loss. It's amazing that you just said that, and I applaud that you're doing it. That's a lost art just in our background, in the black and the brown community.
Yeah.
We don't look out for each other no more.
It's mandatory.
It's a lot of us right now probably sitting in this room. We ain't even got to go outside of this building that we in. That probably know of family members that's out on their ass struggling, who we probably could help in some kind of capacity.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say selfish, but in some ways it is selfish. You like, man, I got my own shit going on.
I mean,
Right.
but to be honest, it's okay to be selfish sometimes.
It
Yeah,
is.
Because you have
selfish
to
is
protect
mandatory.
yourself.
It is.
Right, because
Yeah.
But when I say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
you couldn't. I was just gonna say shit because a motherfucker gonna put themselves before you every time.
Every
so
time.
you in certain situations, hey, be selfish, man. Like
Yeah.
do you?
But how do we navigate, like I just said, if we know we got people and we have, the bandwidth to reach out and help somebody, how do we navigate that part of it?
You got to know your personnel. You got to know who you helping. So like, let's say this is my cousin, right? I know her, so I know if she needs something, I'll be there. You feel me? Because I know it'll happen vice versa. Now let's say if not throwing no shade at Dennis, but let's say Dennis my cousin. And I'm like, man, I got to scratch my head on this nigga, bro. I ain't doing it. But at the same, I'm not doing it to get nothing in return. But it's just the fact that at the same time, I want to know what'll happen if I go down. Will you have my back? You know what I'm saying? So,
And also, a lot of people don't want to give to somebody where they know if I'm giving to you, you still going to be on the same shit.
right,
That's
you
a
got to want to help
relationship
yourself too, though.
That's how I am. I ain't finna keep. If I'm gonna help you one time, if you revert back, bro, you can't get nothing else out of me.
I think very similar to what Corey was saying, right? Knowing your personnel, because a lot of people think that, this person just needs money and this person just needs somewhere to stay. Sometimes it's not the case. They just need the tool. Find out what the right tool is for that person and how they're going to use it and how they're going to be able to prosper from it. That's how you can help.
But is that our responsibility?
Yeah.
Do we make that's
the
kind
hard
of what I
part,
was getting at? Do
If
we
you-
get
if-
to,
if
do
you-
we make that our responsibility?
I feel like if you are at the space in which you can do so and you make it your responsibility is when it becomes your responsibility. Do I think that you are forced to take on that responsibility?
No, you're not. Especially if you got
I
kids,
just
you
say
got your
don't
own
let your
family.
family move in. Like, if I can help you, I'm going to help you outside my house. You can't come in my house because they won't fucking leave. So, like, you got to do it. You know, I can help you financially. I'd rather
Crazy.
say I help you get your deposit.
Yeah.
But move in my house, you can't. But I learned that the hard way. I let you in, and then when I let you in, you not gonna leave. I'm like, then it's gonna cause a wedge in our relationship, because I'm going to say, hey, you can't do this in my house. Like I got boundaries and structure in my house. So if you can't handle the structure, but my personality, nobody want to live with me anyway. So I'm cool.
It's structure in my house.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Like I haven't really told nobody about this, but like lately, I found one of my friends. I've been looking for this dude for like since we left high school. So I ain't gonna say how long. That's for me to know. But, man,
We can see the grades in your beard, man.
I got kids. I got kids, bro.
You getting old, man.
They say that's a lack of some type of vitamin. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought it was wisdom or something.
I mean that too, bro. Like, hey,
Right
man.
on.
But now I got a
You old nigga.
Oh, chill. But
Volleyball on the way.
I already hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, my homeboy, man, I finally found him, man, after so many years, and I found him, man. He fucked up. Homeless, sleeping on the street, man. Just he mentally like not stable.
Yeah.
And ever since I found him, man, like I've been looking after him, you know, take him something to eat or something, you know. I go sit and just talk to him, man, just to give him some company. Yeah. He right in Fitwater, still in the hood, man. I just
What compelled you to be looking for that particular friend?
I don't know, man. Just I guess, you know, sometimes people just run across your mind and you be like, I wonder how this person is doing, because, you know, in school, like that was one of my best friends. Yeah. So it's like, man, how this person doing? Like you just think about somebody from the past and
100%.
But like, man, that was my dog. You feel me? So I guess I had been searching for him, but then
you don't mind me asking, what happened to him? Was it drugs or was
drugs?
Drugs?
So coming to find out, he say his cousin made him smoke some dip, and he been like fucked up ever since, man. I asked him like, why? He was like, man, it's the euphoria, bro. I was like, damn. So just sitting
chasing that first high.
Chasing it, bro, still. And, you know, just sitting there talking to him, like, even though he's not himself, but he remembers everything. He was able to tell me so much stuff that we did growing up. So I'm just sitting there laughing, because when I first saw him, I ain't gonna lie, he was sitting there like, he got up, and he looked like he at least 80 years old now, bro. That's how bad he looked. Like, I can show you a picture of him, man. My boy, he out of there, man. But
that's why y'all doing what y'all doing in the community. And I want to talk about your most recent event that you had, and then what y'all got coming up. It don't matter who started first. Do y'all do these events together, or is it separate things that y'all do? How does this go?
Sometimes we partner together, and sometimes we do things separately. So I have a community center in Fifth Ward. Okay. So like I have programs that run through that's going through the community center, which is our Readers or Leaders program, because none of the kids can read. I don't care what grade level you go to. High school, they can't read. Middle school, they can't read.
Really?
They don't know how to count money back to you. They just gonna put the money back again. It's embarrassing.
Wow.
Where you have children that know how to talk about everything under the sun, except if I ask you to read a paragraph out loud, now you're embarrassed, or you feel like I'm coming at you. Yeah. So instead of me talking about it, I get with the teachers and I give them a space to come and do the Readers or Leaders program for free. They have an office to do it. And then we have a podcast where people who feel like when they go to City Hall, they're not heard, or when they go to the super neighborhood meetings, they're not heard. So then they come to a loud podcast. We have that in the community center, and they can voice their opinions and concerns like that. So the next thing that we have coming up is a Get Out the Vote campaign, where our target audience is 18 to 35. So we'll have a skate party at Lockwood Skating Ring.
Shout out Lockwood
Roll
Skating
to
Ring.
the polls.
So we
Roll
doing
to
it
the
the way
polls.
we
I
used
like
to.
that. That's the name of it?
Yeah, it's
Roll to the polls. I like that.
Yeah, so they have to have a voice. And this election, everybody always say these elections are so important, but this one is mandatory. Everybody worry about the presidential election. Presidential election have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You have to vote about local things in order to be heard or in order to get change done. And you have to do radical things to get it done. So right now it's no young leadership.
Right.
We need people with like warm blood, young people who's trying to do something different. Everybody who's in the game been doing it the same way.
So I'm glad you brought that up. And we know in this room, because we've tried to talk about it a little bit, we understand that at our local level, those are the people that we need to be focused in on. Damn Kamala, damn Trump, them
Right.
people ain't gonna do nothing for us. So it's at our local, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're comfortable with speaking about it, but there is some people who you would recommend, or even if you don't say, hey, go vote for this person, is it some people that you'll say, hey, go research and see if you find that this person fits what you're looking for?
So due to
Can't say that.
I know, but
I
that's
can't-
why I put it in the question how I put it.
I can't tell you who to vote
Right.
for because of the business aspect of it. I can't. But what I will say is you should research the people who are running, the top people that are running. What have they done before this election? And if you can't find out anything that they've done before this election that has impacted your life, don't vote for them. Research who they are. We got candidates that are real estate lawyers. So if one of your candidates is real estate lawyers, and one of our biggest problems in Houston is housing and homelessness, and that person hasn't done anything to help the community when it comes to housing, why would you vote for them?
Ding, 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 ding. That's the kind of answer I was looking for.
So you got to
go
pay attention.
do some research, pay attention, man. Look, on your local level, please do not sleep, bro. Y'all, I see all the jokes. I've made jokes about the presidency. That's not it, man. And shout out to the Dutton family. I got a real close friend in Fifth Ward, Peter Dutton. That's my, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy. That's how I got into politics. Just looking at that family. I went to school with the son. Like and I'm not saying vote for no Duttons or nothing like that. I'm just saying that's how I got into politics. That's how I know how to actually research and look at what people has done in the communities and things like that.
I think that it's really important to do your own research, right? Like, stop asking your partners what they think, because sometimes we just don't know, right?
Not even that.
It's
Because
very
y'all can
biased.
have a conversation. Me and Corey can sit here and get to talking, right? And then while he talking, you be like, I don't like none of this shit.
Exactly.
this
That's
nigga
what I'm
talking
saying. Like,
about.
go do
And
your
so-
own
Just not even understand it.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even understand.
fuck
Go,
that. I ain't voting.
but you saying people don't even know how to read, so I don't even know if that's.
But they don't have to. They don't even have to know how to read. You can go on YouTube and type in the candidates' names, and you can see what they said they were going to do, and then you can go back and just copy and paste the damn link and put it in Google and see if they've done it. They haven't done it, and I'm telling you, the worst thing you could do is put somebody in position that understands the law that you don't understand. Policy, people be thinking drug dealers and gangbang, all this is gangster. Policy makers are the gangsters.
Telling you.
Because policy makers
Biggest
are the
gangsters.
ones who, the policy makers are the ones who write the law. Then it comes down and you have to give it to council members and the mayor, and they have to say yes or no, and the governor. So you have to pay attention and understand protocol before you even make a decision on who you want.
And listen, y'all do not have that long.
You don't.
This gonna be out before time, but I promise you, take heed to what she's saying, what he's saying, what I'm saying, what he's saying. Man, do some research. It's time for us to start. We are the class of people that have to tell everybody, hey, it's time for you to start taking care of your own community.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Your
sure.
own, whatever you got going on, it's us. If it ain't us, it's gonna continue to be them old people who you talking about.
Yeah, and it's
you don't want
nothing
them old
wrong
people
with
taking
them.
care of you.
But if they so far removed from the hardships that's going on today in the neighborhood, you can't speak on how to control my neighborhood because you too far removed.
And the hardships not the same no more.
Yeah, the game changed.
Thank you. We think
So
we
you
on the
can't-
same wave.
yeah,
The
you
game
can't
ain't
do
the
it.
same no more.
It ain't.
But not only that, it's like you also have that group of people that are just so used to how things have always been.
Right.
That to them it's like, nah.
They don't
this is
like
what it's supposed to
change.
be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, nah, like
It's not
that
supposed to
shit
be
needs
that
to
way.
change.
That's a
sometimes.
certain age group.
Yeah.
And those are the people us at our age group got to push out. Hope for Houston, though, man. Hope for Houston. What's the last event that y'all had, and what's the next event that you guys are having, Corey?
Man, the last thing, I haven't done anything since last year. We did our Thanksgiving drive, which we will be doing again. Y'all would like to be a part of it.
Yeah, man. Shoot us the
definitely get
details,
y'all
man. We
on-
trying to get
y'all
back
on
active
board.
in the city, man.
Like every year we do an annual turkey drive. Like that's mandatory. But like I said, I'm definitely about to get back on my horse. She been in my ear, like hard. Like, man, you got to do this. You got to like. They need you, bro.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready to step back into that role. but as she stated about the Road to the Pole event, it is an 80s themed skate party. I don't know how to skate, but I will be in there.
You gonna have a little roller? With you?
Hey, give
Nah,
me one, because I can't skate either. Give me one of them rollers, man.
Nah, I'm gonna go give me some the shoes with the.
You gonna get some Heelys?
Yeah, heel. I'm gonna pull a Usher in that joint, dog. But
Looking like this.
yeah, well, like she said, we targeting people from the age of 18 to 35. Since we can't tell people, who to vote for, or, hey, come register to vote. What we want people to do is commit. You commit to voting. Mm-hmm. Hey, we pay your admission for you to get in, come in, have fun, man.
Yeah, but you gotta go to the polls. Like, you commit to do it, but then the day of, you gotta show up and get it done, and take somebody with you to get it done. Like, it's mandatory to vote. And I'm one who used to wear a T-shirt that said they not elected, they selected.
Yeah.
But I had to learn, you can't even get a stop sign in your community without a politician.
Trying to tell you.
So if you're not involved, you're not heard.
Man, who was that? I was trying to get it was George Floyd. Mm-hmm. After George Floyd passed, I was trying to get the what's the saying in the street?
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, I was trying to get that. Man, bro, when I say, like, people I had never heard from or anything, they was, like, on my head, like, nah, you can't do this, you can't do that. And that's why I was like, man, bro, like, y'all, like, they really don't like change. No, bro. Like, they don't want to do nothing. So even when I gave them my whole entire plan on who would do it, where I wanted it, and everything, like, that's like when she spoke on the whole super neighborhood thing, they even chimed in, was like, nah, well, we can't do that, and we don't like this. We like to keep things this way and this way. Like, man, I will say this, man. It's a lot of people, man. You really got to watch out for when you are doing things in the community, because they will try to stop you in any kind of way they can. Paid to stop you,
and people don't speak on that. It's people that's grant hustlers. So I call them roaches. But that's why I'm not well received in a lot of meetings, and I don't give a damn. When you allow people to give you a grant to do X, Y, Z, they giving you that grant to make sure you carry out a certain mission. Mm-hmm. So when you carry out that mission, if they humble your voice, you now a roach to me, because you can be paid. So I always talk about white supremacy showing up in the community as stipends. So if we grassroots orgs and we got the report in the community and the people following us, when the organizations with the funding comes into the community and tells my neighbor, I give you $400 every Friday if you go and canvas in X, Y, Z, or if you come down to Austin with us, we'll pay for your daycare and a day's work. If you come down to Austin with us, whatever, and they giving them cash, now they can take over the community, because you're in a space where financial hardships are happening. So if the financial hardships are happening and then the orgs with the money come through, who they gonna listen to? Yeah, they not gonna listen to us as tough as they used to. They gonna listen to the people that's coming through with the 500 every Friday. So that's how white supremacy show up. And I say white supremacy because they're not giving $1 million funds to black nonprofits. Yeah, it's still the money is going to the white nonprofits, and then the white nonprofits gonna come and find the black grassroots nonprofits to do X, Y. Like, I'm learning a lot of shit, and whatever I learn, our motto is each one teach one. Yeah. So if I don't teach you,
I'm so happy you came with Corey today. Man, I'm in here listening. Look, I don't even know what to say next. I'm just like, tell me more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so prevalent in our neighborhoods and in our communities today. And these are things that we just don't know.
Yeah, and they like you don't know it.
And it's amazing to hear, like, where you're doing this at, right? Because I think that a lot of people look at Fifth Ward and, like, it's like, oh, nothing's going on here. Nobody's trying to change this.
It's a lot. Like, it's a lot.
Man, one of the worst neighborhoods there.
Somebody just called Fifth Ward crackland last night. I was laughing so hard. Fifth Ward is no longer considered a poverty zone, and people don't understand that.
They don't know because of the historic idea of what they have a Fifth Ward,
But
right?
it's BS. You
Yeah.
got to
And
come
it's
in.
Third Ward the same way.
A teacher and a counselor can't even afford to live in Fifth Ward no more. This Fifth Ward is not Fifth Ward anymore. On one
look
side
nice
of Fifth
over
Ward,
there,
it looked
man.
like a struggle. On the other side, it looked like a community. So you got to come in to see the diversity that's happening in the neighborhood, and you're being pushed out financially. So
Yep.
the taxes are raising because they know we can't afford it.
Yeah.
So that's how they take over your neighborhood, because they keep you. They make sure that you lack the information. So the community meetings are not giving out the information and resources that they should to make you proactive instead of reactive. So since I'm tired of being reactive, I go and I research, and then I teach. So one of my positions is to be a navigator, to find out what resources are available in the community and tell the neighbors.
So what are some places that we need to be going to actually find out the things that they are trying to keep from us?
So my community center is one of them. We teach in a garden. We have a community garden. So if you want to find out what's actually going on, it's on social media too. It's people that you follow. It's organizations that you follow. So they have, you can follow the Shape Center. You can follow InBuff. You follow Hope for Houston, Our African Family. They got La Familia. You can follow them. It's a lot of black and brown grassroots orgs. Houston in Action, Texas Advocates for Justice, Impact Fifth Ward. It's a lot of
What's Susie's Wars?
wars. They have a lot of orgs that I'm missing a lot of names in. Just please forgive me, but they have a lot of organizations that are out here that are actually doing the work and working with the people that are hands-on, that you're not going to know because they don't want to be in front of the camera. They don't care about the camera. They care about the results.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen, all of what you just said, you don't got to worry about not knowing all of them, because I'm gonna be tagging y'all in all of this. So it's gonna be online. All the stuff she said, we're gonna be tagging these people. We're gonna be posting these pages. I love it. I love these type of conversations, and it's just for me because I love to learn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit I don't know, and like you said, a lot of people don't know about the greater Fifth Ward. It's historic. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, we make the jokes about the north side and the south
Fifth
side.
Ward really, it's the capital of Houston,
Right,
bro.
and I'm from Third Ward, so I like to go against it. But honestly, bro, Fifth Ward is just so historic in everything that they've brought to this city. People that have came from there, people that have given back there. People that, bro, I remember a time where Drake came out here and was on the top. What store he was performing on? He was on the top of the stove.
Momo's.
Yeah, Momo's.
Like it's just historic shit like that, and that's just the entertainment side of it.
And like some of my favorite people that I grew up with come out of Fifth Ward.
I'm telling you, man, Fifth Ward is just such a special place, and we got to take it back. We got to take it back. It's a must. So moving forward, what are some things that we must know that we probably don't know?
These people in positions. Yeah, that's
You say you gonna be quiet?
Because
That's something you don't want to hear people. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, but
Don't talk too. I don't want nobody to get in trouble now.
I'm worried about this shit. If in all honesty, if people researched who they looked up to, you wouldn't look up to them anymore. When I started to research some of these rappers from Fifth Ward, from Houston, they political than them. Y'all think rappers are these people? These executives are not making money from rap music. These people, real estate is where the money at. So once you research who these people are and who their treasurers are, and you looking like how the
You know what?
your mind will be blown.
Without you even saying much, something came to me, and I've thought about this for a few years now, especially pre-pandemic. You know what I mean? After the pandemic, how are these people allowed to go into the communities that we love so much, and we know it's people in these communities that got the money in these communities, but are allowed to buy up all of this shit? Why you ain't buying it? To keep it how it's supposed to be. So it makes a lot of sense when you say Look, she's shaking her head like, look, don't get in trouble. Don't get.
No. I work for myself.
Right. Okay.
I can't get in trouble. I do me. So what I try not to do is always be the bitch in the room.
Okay.
So my truth makes people look at me as if I'm so aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm passionate about education. And education don't always happen in school. It happens outside. So
right.
like the things that I'm learning, how is it, like you said, you scream this neighborhood everywhere in the world, but when you come home, your neighborhood look like shit.
Yeah.
You ain't doing shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
you locked in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it to you like this. It's a website called HCAD. Go on there and see who own what.
HCAD.
HCAD. So it's HCAD. Go and look and see who owns what in Houston. Go on, now this probably is information costs $1.99. Go to the Secretary of State and see who is whose treasurer. And you will see how the music business is intertwined with political business.
I mean, it almost has to be because how can you walk the streets and do what you're doing the way that you're doing it without somebody backing you up? I always put it like this. You can't make. There are some great minds in this world, but you can't make movies in the fashion that you make them if you don't know some of this shit is really going on.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of this shit got to be going on
Because it
for
ain't
you to
all made up.
This shit ain't made up.
It's not.
This ain't fictional. So I've always had this in the back, but I've never been able to be in a position or have a foot in a certain door to actually see it. And maybe that's for the greater good, because I might not be the type of nigga who they think I am. I might go to the left. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's a good thing. But I've always said to myself, bro, y'all in it together. Y'all, this shit, it ain't. Because how y'all
somebody gotta walk with you through that neighborhood.
Somebody gotta walk with you, bro. Y'all in this shit together. I've always said that.
It's a group of people that say yeah or nay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's also a group of people who, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a group of people that'll try to piggyback off of these nonprofits too.
yes, Lord.
To try to, to push their agenda or make it seem like they really doing this work, and it's not even them. It's these organizations that's doing all the work.
Yeah.
But you got a motherfucker that's going to attach themselves to that name just so they can look like, oh, okay, well, oh, shit, Dennis doing such and such. Yeah. Oh, Dennis ain't did shit, bro. Like,
Dennis said quit using his name.
My bad, bro. Look, hey,
somebody else's
name. Hey, Fave say shit. Yeah, him and Hope used to did shit. He did what?
Right.
Like, ain't gave you $5.
Oh, bro. But don't take the credit. You feel me? Like, niggas will do it. And then on top of that, like when we was doing our Thanksgiving shit last year, bro, we ran into so many fucking roadblocks, bro. A motherfucker called the city on us, bro.
Just to get somebody a turkey.
No, bro. That's because they know we got the people. The people follow us. So when the neighborhood follow you and they not getting no action on that, it's a problem. Because they won't in on it. But that's why I say sometimes I'm considered a bitch and I don't care, because it's a standard that goes by my name. So if you out here taking pictures, photos, like, and when we do our events, you can't take pictures of people getting turkeys. Nobody want to be on a photo in the middle of their hardship. Yeah. So when I'm at my low, don't take a picture of me. Yeah. And they shouldn't have to say, no, don't take a picture of me. You, out of respect, you should know not to do that. Yeah. So I don't let politicians come in and take pictures with people or take pictures of the event, because
it's all propaganda. It's all for the campaign.
And that's why I let the people, like, if somebody be like, can I take a picture with you? I'll be like, all right, cool. But other than that, I'm not asking nobody to take no picture. If we taking, like, she has to fuss at me and be like, hey, you need to take some pictures. Yeah. You need to be doing this, because my mind frame ain't on, let me post. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. Like, I'm here to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So since we came from it, we don't care about the picture. We care about getting it done. Yeah. But it's two sides to it, because when you in the business of community, there's a thing called data that needs to be Document it. How many people did you help? How long did it take? How much did it cost? So it's data that has to be captured in order for you to continue your work and to elevate in your work. But to take the picture just because you want to post it on social media,
just for some likes,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's where it's also going to be tricky because like we're in the time where everything can't just be word of mouth, right? Like you need the shares, you need to broadcast things, but I'm the same way. To me, it goes back to the whole like giving a homeless person $1, right? If I give them $1, I don't need to just go and tell nobody that I did it, right? It's the same feeling, but again, in the business though, it's like it makes sense that you have to take these pictures. Like you have to show, hey, this is what we're doing, because the more people see it, the more people that are gonna come and like be willing to support it.
So I hear y'all and I understand exactly what y'all saying. So the question will raise, like you said, it has to be the data, and it's not just by word of mouth. Social media, it plays a big part of getting people out to these community events that y'all are doing. So where's the common ground? How do we what do we find that common ground at? How do we say, okay, this is the type of picture, or this is the type of post, or this is what needs to be put out or doesn't need to be put out? How do we go about that? How do we navigate that type of situation?
You got a media release. So at the beginning of the event, depending on if it's a food or clothing drive, I don't do media releases because we're not doing that. Now, if it's a community garden, if we all in a community garden and we learning about how to be self-sufficient by growing our own foods, because we all live in these food deserts, then yes, I'll have you sign a media release, and then we taking pictures, and I can do what I want with those pictures. Okay. So the media release brings common ground, and the event that you choose to take pictures at, that's the biggest thing to me. So my big thing is, you're not gonna use my neighbors as props. To me, when they like, I want a picture, it's like you want that African commercial with the malto meal on the top, and you're not gonna play my neighbors like that. So I don't move like that. Yeah. So no.
So like even like for me, the pictures that I take or the pictures you'll see me in, it's the pictures of us working.
Yeah.
Like you'll see, there's pictures of us doing work. So I'm not really into taking a picture with, this lady who I just gave some stuff to. Like, man, I've had people pull me to the side, talk to me and cry, tell me about their hardships and things like that. But I ain't gonna lie, like that shit, like it's a lot to carry, in these people's story, because it takes you back to your story. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I say I don't like. Hey, if they ask me to take a picture, I'm fine with it. They want to give me a hug and thank me, I'm fine with that. But it's the pictures that I'm gonna be in. Like, you're gonna see me and my people working, putting this thing together. I'm gonna put us on a display. Like, that's what I'm putting out there to the people.
Not to exploit the people, but
do the work.
The work,
correct.
So that's
even when the politicians show up and they want to take pictures, I tell them, if the photographer get you in action because you're doing some work, you can have a picture.
And I go right to that photographer. Hey, don't see me.
No,
that
we ain't posing.
So do politicians just show up to these events they don't talk to y'all beforehand? They just
some of them have the decency to come shake your hand and try to jump down with you, but
some of them will, but some of them so arrogant that they'll show up. And even we did a drive in Finnegan Park where we gave $100 cash to 1,100 families, and we let them shop for clothes. This wasn't a Kendra thing. This wasn't an OAF thing. This was a collaboration of different orgs. Mutual Aid was one of the orgs that assisted. So it was a collaboration of a lot of people doing the work. And I said, no pictures. We had a very big dog show up, bring a whole lot of water, truck full of water. Soon as I turned my back, I saw him sitting on the bench with a child throwing a peace sign, had his driver take the picture. Like, they will do things if you don't have a standard about your org. And sometimes when you do have that standard, they'll figure like, who are you? I'm taking a picture. And
they'll just show up to your event unannounced. They'll find out that this is going on and just show up at your event.
Sometimes they have organizations that they'll give a grant to host an event. And when they give the grant to these people, to these orgs to host an event, out of respect, the org is going to tell the politician, hey, the event going to happen on this day. So that when they come by, they're going to come by to shake hands and do this and that. But they're going to do a 30-minute stop by and then roll out, but they want it to be known that they're there.
Yeah, they
So-
gonna roll out the
so I
red
get
carpet
what
for
you're
them
saying.
and they give them that
So
green
I
it's
get
a-
what you're saying.
It's not a bad thing to collaborate with a politician. It's a bad thing when a politician is not about the cause.
No,
Right.
and
So that's
it's,
the bad
it's
thing.
about, I gave you some money, let me come get my photo ops. That's
Right.
more so about what it's about.
That's the
It
part
ain't
that I
even
don't
about giving
deal
you
with.
the money though. They like you can have a politician that want to collab. Like, hey, you got some of them that be like, how can I help?
Right.
And that's fine. Like, if you want to help, all right, I'm gonna work with you.
Yeah.
Then, like I say, you got the politicians that's gonna come to the event.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, man? I'm Corey, man. Yeah, I got such and such, man. You know, I heard about the event. You know, I want to, check it out. Maybe we can exchange numbers and do stuff later on down the line.
You ain't gonna
All right,
never
cool.
hear.
But he knows that you're busy. You feel me? So the second you turn your back, go do whatever. All right, get this picture of me doing such and such. Such, such. All right,
Real
come.
quick.
Hey, I'm gonna come dab you up before I leave.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I might. I'm
Well,
gonna
you
let you.
already
I'm gone, bro.
infiltrated your event.
Hey,
You got
and get,
to-
Yes,
hey,
Lord.
look, you go get online.
And the photographer, I already
I
know.
know
soon as
this
I touch
nigga
his
didn't.
hand.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He online
Soon
with
as
the
I-
picture.
He
online,
at your
bro.
event, Like he just.
It's yeah.
That's crazy.
And they photographer fast because the photographer knows soon as you see
Man.
my hand touch, snap.
The
That
nigga
is-
got y'all like, hey,
and
look,
it look like y'all together, like y'all partnering.
yeah, hey, man, make it look like you work for him.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
they good, bro.
That's
They
wild,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
It's
is
a
it?
lot.
Man,
It's a lot.
That's a lot, bro. And I want to make it seem like the politicians are bad in our city. I
No,
don't
it's
wanna-
No.
It's good.
Some of
There's some
them,
good ones on.
some of them ain't worth shit, and some of them are. So the
love
ones,
her, bro.
some of the ones that are, I rock with them. The ones that's not, because to me, respect is respect. It's a two-way street. So I don't care
Facts.
about your status. I don't care about how much money you got or how much pull you have. Show me respect, I show you respect. And if I show you respect, I'm gonna introduce you to the people. If I don't, if you not shit, I'm going to say, don't rock with them. They gonna cut you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it.
mean, in the end, it's just another game.
It's a game.
You know, like it's just like everything else. Like it's just another game. Whether it's business, in the streets,
They all a hustler.
in the office,
Everybody a hustler, man.
Something that stuck with me throughout this whole episode, and I cracked a joke about it earlier. But I want to try to see if we could get to the root cause of it, or even if we know the root cause of it. You said
Is at the door.
so. I cracked a joke about this earlier, but you say in your community centers, you talking to these children and they can't read all the way from small kids up to high school. What is
To
that
you
about?
of age, like I got
To you of age.
Let me tell you something.
So our babies done made it all the way to college and
Yeah,
can't read.
because they did that. No student left behind, no child left behind law, right? So also in the community center, I partner with U of H professors to teach political structure. So the students that are taking their clinicals to become social workers, work for CPS or whatever counselors they want to do, they come to the community center to get hands-on experience, and I explain gentrification and political structure. So when I'm speaking with them, I can stand in the middle of I-10 and show them gentrification, and then I teach them how NACU Henderson is right across from Wheatley, and them students are they know they're going to go from NACU Henderson to Mac Reynolds back to Wheatley, and the teachers know everybody, so everybody knows your family, so you getting a pass, and you going, and you going, and you going, and while you going and going, we losing.
Yeah.
Because now who going to lead us?
Yeah.
So then now it's the embarrassment where I've had babies that were 19 years old in the second grade, and they passing them because they too tall, or they passing them for their self-esteem issues and concerns, not because of their education.
So is it a teacher issue? Is it who?
It's a community issue. The parents are not parenting.
Yeah, a lot of that shit started at home.
Yeah, the parents are not parenting because it's shit you're supposed to know before you even hit school.
Yeah.
So the parents are not parenting. The teachers are not qualified. Some of the teachers are not qualified, and some of them really don't even like kids.
They there for a
got
check.
a job.
A lot of them don't like their job.
So some of them now are in survival mode. The parents in survival mode. The children are parents because the mama's on pills or whatever. So they taking care of the little brother or watching the little sister. So the dude that's in the house won't touch her. And I also do like life coaching in the HUD properties and stuff. So you hear the stories and you grow up with the stories. You know the stories. So you like the things that you can't point the finger at the teacher. You can't point the finger at the principal. You can't point the finger at the parent or the student. Everybody got to take accountability,
some sort of
of what they're not doing. So when your child can, if I couldn't do anything, like if right now with I got a 9-year-old son myself, and then I got 3, 4, and 5 year olds, and right now I think what we need to do is tell these children what you're going to do. You can't ask them what you're going to be. They don't know. They don't have a clue. They'll still be saying, I'm going to be a doctor and a lawyer. When doctor and a lawyer, that shit cool, but they broke too. Yeah. You got to know how to code. You got to know technology.
And you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that because my youngest son, he 9. Well, he about to be 9. And his mama was paying for coding. I'm like, hey, man, say, bro, this extra money. What you got going on? And she like, he gonna need this. I'm like, shit. If she said he gonna need. The dude brought an app. I promise you, fucked me up. Mm-hmm. Fucked me up, y'all. He brought his phone in my room. Daddy, look what I made. What you talking about? What you made? This nigga made a game.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, this nigga made a game where it was like Snake. It was like one of them very surface level.
Yeah.
I'm like. So, what you mean you made this? Look.
He gonna move you out the hood, bro.
He talking about, look, Dad, look, I did it. What you mean you? Man, look, Daddy, that nigga showed me, bro. It's his. Hey, the game ain't it's on his phone.
Just as podcast.
So we got kids that's growing up saying I'm gonna be a gamer. Gamers make money. Yeah. But there's also another lane to gaming. You got people that will pay a coder to create a cheat code for their child that's a gamer to win that prize. So that's a lane. So if your son made a game, he the one that can say, hey, I'm working from home. What you need? I need a cheat code because my son need to knock this out real quick.
I ain't getting paid for this, but shout out Code Ninjas. Yeah. That's what we use, Code Ninjas.
But
that shit tripped me out, bro.
To create that cheat code, he creating his own lane. Yeah. He creating wealth that nobody probably. That's entrepreneurship. That's so even when you teach your children, go to school so you can be great. Go to school so you can be great. I got a high school diploma, but I have people that are doctors that work for me. Yeah. So it ain't about what paper you have. It's how creative you are. Let your child be creative. Let your child go outside. Yeah. Let your child scream. Like, let them do them. And then you find what personality they got, and you cater to that. You nurture that. So they already come here knowing what they want to do or who they want to be. But you have to sit your ass down as a parent and listen to the child. Yeah. Easier said than done.
I was just about to say, it's easier said than done. Because a lot of times, we just got too big of an ego, and we already got it in our head what we want these children to be, what these children going to be. They show us one time they want to pick up a basketball. That's all we doing for the rest of their life.
Yeah, or you have a very unrealistic level of confidence in your child.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens sometimes. I at a super early age, I was like, oh, man, my baby drive a plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she could do it. Now,
not so much. But one thing I know about you now, sitting down with you over the last hour and a half, Miss Kendra, and you, Court, is the knowledge that y'all pick up.
Yeah.
Not the knowledge that you've always had, but the knowledge that, because just the conversation that we've had about how y'all have maneuvered through the community and the things that y'all saw and what y'all have put into place after figuring these things out is commendable in itself. But before we wrap up, is it anything that we haven't talked about that y'all would like to speak about that we need to get out or that you need to get out personally? Anybody?
I just want to say this one thing. The things your mothers were doing in the neighborhood, your grandmothers and some grandfathers were doing in the neighborhood, that we were doing it to pay it forward, not understanding that that was a whole job. So that being the backbone of the community is that the job description of being a backbone of the community is truly the job description of a navigator or a community liaison. These are jobs that our family didn't know was positions. I was outside doing this work just because my neighborhood took care of me. So I was like, okay, let me take care of my neighborhood. So I was working at the health department, but I would always create lanes of volunteering at a rehab because of losing friends to drugs and losing friends to jail. So I would always volunteer doing things like that. And a Jewish chick that was in the neighborhood moving around, and I was teaching her things. She was teaching me things, and she was like, "Kendra, you know people get paid to do what you do, right?" And I was like, "What?" She said, "Yeah, what you're doing is a job," and she showed it to me. And shout out to Sophie. I fucks with Sophie. So Sophie was like, "Kendra, you could do this. You could do. I mean, people get paid to do what you're doing." And when I found that, I was like, "People really." And I'm out here showing these cats
doing it for
who
nothing.
got college degrees how to move in the neighborhood,
better in their lives.
and you dare not let your child think because somebody got a college degree that they're smarter than you. They not. So, and it's not to take from the degree, because one of the things I regret is not having one. But it doesn't stop you. So, like, if I could leave here saying anything, whatever is in your heart that continues to play in your head, that's what you're supposed to do. So if it keeps coming back to you over and over again, that's what you were sent here to do. So before you came through the womb, it was already a plan for you. So you got to do what you scared to do. And I didn't know that I could lead. And then I got emails that start saying, "Dear community leader." And my only goal was to be called a community leader. And once I was called a community leader, I was like, nah, I need some money now. So now it's like consultant. I do consulting. I don't let people pay me to advocate, because I feel like people who get paid to advocate for things that they know they should be speaking on or know they should shed light on, I think they can be controlled. So it's no controlling me. So you can create your lane and be you and do it authentically. And once you do it authentically, I believe your ancestors and the Most High is going to make sure the resources show up.
You know what's crazy? While you talking this whole time, I kept hearing Charleston White about how he was before. You know, he talked a lot about how he was before he became his character.
Yeah.
And he wasn't getting paid for it.
Right.
And I feel like that's how you felt in the times.
That's why I was speaking on white supremacy.
Yeah.
You got to, like, if you read history, like, I love history. So if you read history books, you'll see white supremacy is going to find that person in the neighborhood with the biggest voice, and they're going to offer you all kind of money. So it's all kind of money I don't touch. But it's money that I will touch because I know it'll help the vision.
Yeah.
But it's money that I won't touch. And it's a lot of government money that they fuck off.
I love to hear that.
So
that's good. What about you, Cool? Anything you want to lead the people with, or they that you just need to get off your chest before you get up out of here?
Just piggyback off what she said earlier, man. Like, do your research on these people, on these local elections, man. Like, research, man. Dig, man. Read. You can never retain enough information, man. So if you're going to get out there and vote, man, do so. But make sure you know who you voting for, especially in your community, man. Like, know who your state rep is. Know who's on the board of the city council. Like, even, the super neighborhoods and things like that. Like, know your personnel.
And if you pissed off, speak on it. If you speak on what you pissed off about, you'll never know how many more of your neighbors or neighboring communities are pissed off as well. And there go your team right there.
And you know what? It be small things that let me know that your local officials mean so much more. When we were going through that storm, right, everybody was waiting on their little money and all of that. And somebody, I don't remember who posted it, but somebody was like, man, email your local representative. Bro, one person emailed them, and that the email was responded to. When I say it wasn't even 24 hours, and they had whatever they was trying to get, his email, he came online. I forget who the guy was. He came online and was like, hey, look, I can't accommodate everybody.
Right.
But everybody who I can get to, I will get to and push it through. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
That was just from me to you type shit.
Yeah.
Imagine if 10 of us went down there and did some shit like that in person though.
Yeah.
Imagine. So, like the politicians want to be used.
Mm-hmm.
They want to connect with the community, but you got some of them that come from trauma, like us, and they be on some street strong arm type shit, and then that's when heads. But because I be on some street strong arm type shit, so like you can't strong arm me, but we can't collaborate.
Yeah.
So sometimes they be on some arrogant stuff and
Find
then
some common ground. One more time, Hope for Houston, and what's the community center name again? I'm
Our
sorry.
African family.
Our African family, Hope for Houston, man. Look, this was a great episode.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved all the
So,
information that
Make
y'all
sure
gave.
everybody come out, man. September
yeah.
6th, Friday, September 6th. Roll to the Pole, 80 theme skate party. Come out.
Roll
Win
to the
prizes.
polls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
got
got some
prizes?
prizes.
Yeah,
talk about it.
for sure, man.
Talk about it a little bit.
I know one of the prizes, we had someone.
You got to tell them about the prizes.
Yeah, it's
they gotta come
$125 prize. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, bro.
Talk
Hey,
about it.
so this one is for the ladies mainly. You get two people will win an in studio.
Makeup.
Makeup set.
artist,
Yeah,
yeah.
so the makeup artist, you have to come to the studio. You can get your makeup done for free, a full face for free. I know that could be expensive. I think she says $125 voucher.
It is.
So two ladies will
Win that.
win that. We also have some people donating gift cards as well. So we will have door prizes and things like that, man. Like, so we just want to have fun. Do something fun for the night.
80s theme, September
Dressed
6th.
in your 80s theme.
Dressed in your 80s theme, September 6th. That's Lockwood Skating Ring.
Yeah.
Roll to the Polls event. That's a commitment, though. Don't just come out there, you're going to win some prizes, and you just going to show up and have some fun, free door entry. Nah, this is for you to commit to go out and vote on the local level and presidential level, right?
Right.
Sure.
That's what
Y'all
we
got
doing.
y'all got a flyer for it?
Yeah. So we share it through social media.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the
send it
flyer
to
will
me.
be right here.
Yeah, it's going to right here somewhere in the video right there. You know what I'm saying? Man, we appreciate y'all.
Thank
Great
you for having
conversation. Just Us Part, episode 69.
69.
It'll be out soon.
Sir. Appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you.
Damn, that was a good conversation.
Here's the thing, it's just us.
Hold on right quick. No mas. No mas. No mas.
Why Dennis didn't say that? You don't know Spanish, bro?
Nah, you don't speak no
That's,
Spanish.
you black.
I'll
You
tell
a
you.
light skinned nigga. Hey, man.
Once we finish, I'll explain it.